Ask you, can you name 5 Malaysian friends?
MJ, I have Junaidi.
2.
I have Lana.
Farabi,
Okay.
Afran,
Okay.
Siti Aisyah,
Nur Afifa,
Nur Afifa.
Maslina,
Ifran, Majid, Sulaiman,
Iman, and
Nurul.
yeah, Nurul.
Ask you, like, what's your perception about Malaysians before coming to Malaysia, and what's your perception after coming to UIA?
Before I came to Malaysia, I never knew about them, and I didn't read about them. But once I came here, I started to know them.
So what do you think of Malaysians? Do you generalize them in one thing? Like, how do you see them?
They are shy people.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we are internationals. We think that they want to take that gap between us and them, but actually after we take a time in this university, I know that Malaysians are shy people and they need from international to take the first step.
Malaysia, I actually knew already Malaysians were a little bit reserved because my cousin did tell me how they were. But when I first came, I kind of because it's a culture shock, you don't know their culture and you can't. So for me, they're a little bit too shy, and it's a good thing at the same time it's a bad thing, because for me, I think we should mingle more with them and they should mingle with us. But my perception is we have to make the first move. As long as you don't make the first move, it's very rare for them to make it.
Quiet.
conservative.
This is just. What's your perception about international students before coming to UIA and after?
Before I come to UIA, I personally think that they are. I think they are nice. They are approachable, and then when I come to UIA, I find that if I say hi to them, if I approach them, they'll be okay. They're just like us. They are so friendly and so. I know, very kind.
Yeah, I agree that they are so friendly.
All right, my question is, what is your advice to the international students if they want to get closer to the local students? What do you think they should do, or what do you think they should change about their stuff?
I think maybe they should mingle more with us.
Open up.
Yeah, open up, because sometimes they are
Culture.
learn our language.
Before I entered the UIA, I think the international students they don't want really. It's not friendly to us. But actually, after I entered UIA, it's very friendly, and I'm very happy to meet them.
What is your advice to the international students? If they want to get to know the Malaysian students more, what is your advice to them so they can open up and get to know each other?
Yeah, they need to find Malay student. I mean, the local student, in order to know the culture, the background of how their life going on. So they need to have conversation and make friends with them.
Because international student is before I joined UAE. Here we have to speak in English if you want to interact each other, right? Of course, it is an obstacle to me. Then until now, alhamdulillah, I managed to interact well, and I find that when I mix up with international students, I can improve my English, I can change the information, the culture and whatnot. Many things I got to learn.
So what do you think about them? Are they what have you noticed about international students? Are they, for example, some of them say they're loud, some of them say that like they're troublemakers, some of them say that they're fun. What do you think about that?
Okay. Frankly speaking,
It's okay,
some of them are annoying, and some of them are very nice.
The international students seems like us, local. Some of them are noisy and everything, but not all of them are bad. But they have a goodness in them. Yeah, we can change everything, the opinion, culture, because that's the way how we try to expand our wide knowledge. Yeah, because we can get knowledge from everybody. That's why we need to communicate with international. Or for me, international and local, same.
For me, I think they are peaceful. Yeah, the most peaceful people I've ever met. That's the general idea about them.
Okay.
That's it. Other things are common between all other nations. But I mean, about peace, they are the most peaceful people I've ever seen in my life. I mean, according to how they deal with others, how they treat us, how they communicate with us. That's it.
And after coming back to UAE, did you see like a general thing?
This happened after I came to UAE. Before, I didn't know actually. I thought all Asians are the same.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the general idea we have.
What about you?
I had an idea before I came to Malaysia. They are kind people.
Did you know any Malaysian over there before you came?
No.
But you just heard about them.
But I discovered that there is nothing to change in my opinion. They are peaceful and calm, but sometimes in a way to be cold-blooded.
Okay.
No, nothing much.
Okay, my general perception on Malaysians are, I have one general thing, which is I believe they're very quiet and reserved. But maybe once you get to know them, then they will open up to you. And I think it has something to do with the society, their own society. Because every society has their name, right? Like in Malaysia, people are very peaceful and calm and they're very relaxed. But in other societies, like for example where I come from, it's the total opposite. Everyone's so direct and expressive, and yes, so that's my first impression on Malaysians.
Would you marry a Malaysian woman?
Sorry,
would you or not?
I don't know.
And why?
Frankly speaking, it depends. I don't have anything against Malay. I mean, they're beautiful people. I would love to get married, but it depends. Depends on kind of person I find. Yeah, it has nothing to do with race, with anyone, in fact. So it depends really. Yeah, it depends on the situation I deal with. Subjective. Yeah.
No.
Honestly.
No.
Why not?
What?
Thank you.
No, so far I didn't meet someone with kind of my mentality. So maybe if I meet someone of my mentality, I'll think of it. But maybe those I met so far is not like my mentality.
They're not up to your standards.
Not standard. It's like mentality, man. It's not standard. But maybe if I find someone that's unique, why not?
All right.
Oh, I'm married already.
In marriage, I think it's I don't know. It's like the culture is different. Okay, to me, like a Turkish culture doesn't not into marrying foreigners. But anyway, I know I have friends Turkish who married Malaysians, and the way around, Malaysian friends who married Turkish girls.
And they're married happily.
They are married happily, and they have children already, and they are living here. And I think it's good. Like marriage it depends on how two persons know each other and understand each other. It doesn't matter so much with the cultures and these things. But anyway, most of us they are following cultures, which I one of them.
Would you marry a non-Malaysian person?
Yeah, I would because
it's heart matter.
Matters on what?
So for you, it depends, and for you?
For me, it's I think it's up to my family. If they say okay, then I'll go for it because
Do you have one?
love is blind.
So she wants to tell you something in Malay,
Ada
and she wants to know the meaning.
Ada menyuri wang kami. Anda menyuri wang kami?
Saya?
Awak?
Kapan?
Awak? Awak menyuri?
Nah, saya tak.
Ada.
Saya tak.
Cepat, bungkus, makan, panas.
air, minum, pergi, keluar, kuliah, kursi, sabun.
That's Arabic. No.
That's common words.
I know, but still.
Bahasan.
Cinta, cantik, baik, sehat, membaca buku.